Okay, I've gone ahead and cleared this back of the shed. Didn't bother recording all that. You've seen plenty of videos of me scooting about tidying stuff up, but we've cleared the back of the shed to leave the working area. Where what we're going to essentially do is take this worktop here, we're going to extend it across the width of the back here, probably keep it the same width as this, and then we're going to put some shelving up at a higher level here. I was looking at the levels and I'm thinking, you know, same level as this here, but across here. We'll use the same plywood, but we'll not go as far out. We'll have a slightly slimmer shelf than we do worktop, which hopefully will make it easier to work on rather than banging our head off the shelf constantly. Went ahead and I took a few measurements here of what I needed to buy. Quite a few different lengths of, I'm just using this same timber here, which is 30mm by 75mm planed timber to make the supports and legs and everything else that the worktop is screwed to, and the same for the shelving. We'll make the same for the shelving. So I went on ahead and purchased a few lengths of that. Hopefully haven't messed up with the lengths, but we'll make it work whatever it is. Okay, so I haven't missed anything here. What I've done really is just set the bits of wood in, and I was just kind of mocking up because, you know, some things like figuring around the orientation of legs and where I'm going to connect them to. Probably the most difficult one's going to be this corner here, because there's not really anywhere apart from the thin outer piece of cladding to connect it to, so that's probably going to be the most difficult to get fixed in place. I'll probably need to maybe put a bit of wood, another shorter piece of wood behind it down here just to screw it against. And one other issue I just noticed here, you know, both these boards are supposed to be 10mm ply, but they're obviously a different manufacturer. So, sorry, let me get that in focus. But you can see there's a couple of mil difference in height, so I'm going to have to adjust the height here just with a couple of shims in the legs or whatever, just, you know, below this here, and raise it up, because I do want it to be the same height as the other one. So as it stands, it might be a couple of mil low, which to me is not going to look correct. Okay, I'm just going to mark off where the board comes to here. Okay, so I'll just mark where I'm going to drill the hole here. So half of this piece of wood is going to be in below this, so we'll take a quarter of the way, 17mm across, and 17mm in thereabouts, so there's where the hole needs to be. Dope. Obviously didn't have that very tight, did I? Level and straight. To that. Finish putting it in. Okay, so I've just built this up with a couple of bits of wood to stick out at least as far out as this. It's slightly beyond, but that doesn't matter because when I screw this onto this, it'll still be straight and it'll be the right height and it'll be against something solid. I just had to be careful that whenever I'm drilling screws in from this side that we're not going straight into where the screws are in this other piece of wood. So I measured that up before I put these screws in, and I'm just going to put them in. Okay, that's it finished now. Fingers crossed, haven't missed anything. So I'm still going to make a similar frame to what we did here on this part. I leveled it up using some just pieces of black plastic that were all the same width, so about 4 in each bit, leveled that up. So that's good and solid, it's supported all the way across. And the same for the shelf. I've set the wood so that it's longer in the vertical to make sure it can support a wee bit more weight just in the shelf. It's similarly just held up on battens at the side. I had this bit of wood here originally. It was a bit less width than this one here, but whenever we put it up, it was coming out too far, and it was going to be getting in the way of any work being done, you know, here. So I shortened it this widthways, so I think that's a good size now. Gives plenty of space here to work in, and then as an added benefit, I had this bit of wood then that was cut off the right length that I've used just as a wee upright to tidy up the back here, just as a wee backstop for this workbench. So all in all, I think it looks good. I need to do a lot of sorting out of some of the stuff and figure out what's going to go where. I think this gives a really good area here to work on. So that's it for another video. I think this is a good job. I look forward to getting a bit of use out of it, and hopefully tidy up the shed as well. It's always good to get some extra storage in the shelf, get more of the shed tidied up and make better use out of it rather than just somewhere to throw stuff into willy-nilly. And if you like this video, I hope you'll hit the like button and then subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Thank you.